So I don't care what you say, my sweet mates are the greatest ever. Because literally, as a gift to drawing them a poster to hang up on the wall, which says, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose, they gave me a giant ass 2 liter of Mountain Dew. Best payment on a picture ever. If I could get all my payments in Mountain Dew, that'd be the greatest thing ever. But excuse me while I pause to tear the tag off this bitch. Alright, I'm back. I know I said I'd no longer tear the tags off these ones, but it seems YouTube prefers if I do, so I will do what YouTube wants. I mean, they know that Mountain Dew doesn't care because apparently they talk with Mountain Dew without talking to me first. But companies like that, they don't care if you show their shit, just like bands. Um, I'm not quite sure if my high school cares, but I'm wearing their beanie right now. But I prefer to try and keep YouTube on my, like, I try to be on YouTube's good side because I really do want to keep making these videos. And if I get on their bad side, then they cut me off from making videos. Well, I can still make them, but they wouldn't be shown out there as much, and they because I'm not a if I do get too many copyright strikes, they can cut me off from being a partner. They can cut me off from monetizing my videos. Which, if you don't know, monetizing my videos is how I make the small amount of money that I make through this. I say small because I still haven't ranked up to $1 yet. Oh well, I'm not doing this to get rich. I'm doing this because apparently you guys don't mind. But today, I wanted to make a video that I haven't made in a while, so I'm going to do a top 10. But unfortunately, these next top 10s that I'm going to make are going to be completely different. They're going to be of things that influence me. One of them is music, so I thought top 10 favorite musicians. Bam! That's genius! Unfortunately, almost all of my musicians are vocalists, but there ain't nothing wrong with that. Vocalists have a hard job as musicians, man. All right, but here they go. In order of favorites from 10 to 1. You guys should know this by now. My top 10 favorite musicians. Actually, it should really be called the top 10 musicians that make music that inspires me. Number 10 is Theresa Jean from the Nearly Deads. If you don't know who the Nearly Deads are, they're like a rock band, but they're really underground, so they're like hipstery, sort of. They certainly dress hipstery, but my favorite song by them is Fact and Friction. It's a good one. I only know of one album by them. I'm not sure if they've made a second one or not, but I only know the one. I know the one album. Next is Ivan L. Moody from Five Finger Death Punch. If you didn't see him coming on this freaking list, you have not been paying attention. I have Five Finger bandana, T-shirt. Wish I had another one. They're awesome. Jean Sagan. She is the bassist for All That Remains. She's a hardcore bassist. She's like a mixture of Emma Ansai and no, she's not. She's just way cooler. Emma Ansai isn't even on this list. For those who don't know, that's the bassist for Sick Puppies. Yeah, number 10 was kind of a hard fight for Theresa Jean or Emma Ansai. What came down to it is Theresa Jean writes the music. Emma Ansai just helps sing it and play it. Jean Sagan also sometimes helps with the writing of the songs. What she helped with "What If I Was Nothing." That's a pretty popular All That Remains song for now. It's not one of my favorite, but I know a lot of people that like it. I mean, it's a good song. It's a little slow. Next is Joel Strorzel. He's a guitarist from All That Remains. Next is Dan Donegan. He is one of the instrumentalists from the band Disturbed. If you don't know, Disturbed has a major impact on my life. So, and then next is number 5 is David Draiman. My entire family is going to be surprised that he didn't make it higher on this list, but there he is. He's the lead singer of both the bands Disturbed and Device. I have heard him with doing collabs with other bands. He's got a great voice. Very powerful, sends a message with every song that he sings. All right. Next, number 4 is Matthew Tuck from Bullet for My Valentine. My entire family's going to be shocked that he beat David Draymond, but the meanings behind his songs hit me a little bit harder than Disturbed songs nowadays. I feel like I connect more with Bullet songs than I used to. I used to just really like them. Now I feel like I connect in a strange way. I feel like I understand the meaning of the songs. After that is Jeremy McKinnon. Jeremy McKinnon is the lead singer slash growler. He's the vocals for a band called A Day to Remember. A Day to Remember is really good because their vocals pack as much a punch as their guitar and their bass and their drums. All of their songs are amazing. A few that you may know of are All I Want. It's pretty popular currently through the circuits. My favorite is I'm made of wax, Larry. What are you made of? It's a very good song. It's a very powerful, influential, and incredible. They also had another screamer in right now. I can't remember his name or what band he sings for, but he's incredible. Number 2 is Lzzy Hale. Obviously not a shocker. I mean, fucking really? She's Lzzy fucking Hale. She's awesome. Yes, if I was a female, she would be at number 1 because Lzzy has a lot of impact with a lot of female metalheads and hard rockers. Why? Because that's what all of her songs are written about. They're all written about her at a young age being outcasts for loving metal, and then overcoming that and becoming one of the greatest metal stars in the world. That doesn't have as big an impact with me, but the songs that do are Freak Like Me, and others of that like. So a lot of off the Strange Case of. Those are a lot of the songs that can connect with me because some of them aren't always about the undercast, outcast female rocker girl, which a lot of them are. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it doesn't connect with me personally. It connects with almost all her other fan base. Like, my goodness. But I actually got to see them live, and it was amazing. Right there was Sevendust. Bad thing was I was a little bit more excited about Sevendust because I have never. It'd been a long time since I'd seen Sevendust, and I had never thought I'd be able to see Sevendust live ever. I knew eventually I was going to see Hailstorm. I was like, and that's bound to happen. But yeah, and coming into number 1 is a tie. My only tie on the list. I could not decide who deserved this more. They're in 2 completely different sounds. One of them's in 2 bands at the same time. Is Chris Motionless from the band Motionless in White, the revolutionary ones making the sound metalcore, and Corey Taylor from Slipknot and Stone Sour. How you didn't see those 2 coming? I mean, holy shit! The reason why Chris Motionless is up here is because not any of his songs, even though they're incredible, but because there's a freaking quote of his that's circuiting Google right now. It's we don't believe in God. We don't believe in Satan. Yada yada yada, something something something. Hang on, I'll find it. And I'll read it to you guys insanely quick. Wait. Okay. Yeah, here it is. I'm going to see if I can make that bigger. Yeah, it says, I don't have anything against people. I don't worship Satan. I don't worship God. I just don't care. I don't give a fuck. I stand up for everyone. Who you believe in, and whatever they want. Their looks, their religion, their sexuality, whatever you want, we support. That is an actual quote that Chris Motionless stated in an interview. He's a badass. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care if some people hate him. He knows that's going to happen for what he's standing up for. He's trying to cause a revolution to change how people view and opinionate others. He's, in my books, I think he's going to make it. I hope he does. Because if he doesn't, then my job's going to be a lot harder trying to do the exact same religion, only I can't do it vocally. I make videos. I mean, I guess I could whip out the bass and start singing a tune. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. And the reason why Corey Taylor's on here is because he's Corey motherfucking Taylor. Corey Taylor's awesome. Of course, anyone who hears this right now is going to think I'm just talking to myself, but I'm talking to you guys. All of you out there. My sweetmate's getting mad because his shoes are still wet from the rain we've had. The Tempest Gale has been trying to murder us all currently. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, but the reason why Corey Taylor's on this list is not only because his work with Slipknot, which is inspirational and pushing boundaries that no one ever thought would be pushed, but Stone Sour, they're his lighter band, and they even push boundaries that people never thought would happen, but they do it in a completely different way. They go about it a much more subtle way through the lyrics. Slipknot's just in your face for their fucking Slipknot. The maggots be praised. I've yet to find another hardcore maggot here, but I will find one. I will find one. I miss my maggot friends from Marshall. We used to have discussions about why Slipknot and Disturbed are okay to listen to. Because a lot of my maggot friends didn't like Disturbed. They were like, oh, all the songs sound the same. I was like, what? Excuse me? They were like, yeah, I listened to like a song or two and they sounded the same. I was like, really? So Indestructible sounds like Inside the Fire. No. So The Curse sounds like Stricken. No. So Sons of Plunder sounds like 10,000 Fists. No. So Land of Confusion sounds like frickin' Asylum. No. So The Night sounds like The Warrior. No. Then you need to shut the fuck up. The only two songs that sound alike are Superfly and Down with the Sickness because the melody continues over to the next song. That's it. That's it. Those are the only two songs. And then that melody is only an undertone in Down with the Sickness. You can hardly hear it throughout the rest of the song, so they had no basis for that argument. And yet they would say it every single time they saw me wearing one of my Disturbed shirts, because I had a few. I don't have them now. Don't know where they went. I think one of them might be at my papa's house in Kansas. That could be a hard time getting that back. So, I'm finishing making a video. Do you like our sweet mate's payment for making me their poster? They paid me with Mountain Dew! He paid me with Mountain Dew, man. It's like the greatest payment ever.
For you, yeah.
I know, right? I mean, I wouldn't have minded cash, but Mountain Dew!
Very, very useful for you.
I think I might be the only one in the world who would take Mountain Dew as payment over cash. Remember, if you want to commission a drawing, first, tell me what you want to draw. And then when I deliver it to you, you better send it back Mountain Dew my ass. Okay? Pack a Mountain Dew my way if you want me to draw you something. Or 2 liter. Or a 2 liter. Yeah, but 2 liters don't survive the mail as well as 12 packs do.
Details.
I mailed a 12 pack of soda overseas to one of my battle buddies once. Yeah, they got it and they sent me a video. They were just like, because the mail only went to their base once a week. So I sent it and it was sitting in the mail cart for like a week and a half. Because I had sent it had gotten there a day after the mail already went. So it was sitting for like the rest of that week. And then the next week. So it was pretty hardcore. And then when he got it, he was just like so happy. He was like, I finally have something to drink that isn't this shitty water. Because where he was at, the water filtration system went. So they were literally drinking like shit water. And they had to filter it themselves. Like through like filtered cups. It was like. Hi. Yeah, I'm ignoring you. I finished my list. Click away from the video, damn it. We're done here. Good day to you, sir. It didn't work.